Welcome to your June 2018 General Tarot reading. I'm Leona Nicole Black. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me this month. I hope that you guys are well, and I know your reading last month, you were going through some difficulties. We're going to get into the energies for this month, but I just want to let you know it's a general reading. So if you would like to get messages that are more specific to your situation, then you can come and see me at nicoleblack.com/services. I see clients in London and I also see international clients, so you can choose how you want to work with me on my website. Please do follow me on Instagram, Leona Nicole Black. That's where I do daily readings and also just vibe and connect with everyone. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, particularly your comments. I really enjoy reading comments, so thank you for giving me your feedback about how you feel about the reading. So let's get into it. Scorpio, the last reading I'm going to do today, because I feel like my energy is low. I'm feeling spent, I'm feeling tired, and I think it's a reflection of your energy. Every time I've tuned into the energy of the sign I'm reading, I've felt it very quickly, and I feel this energy of withdrawal, which doesn't surprise me because the Hermit card is out for you. I feel withdrawal, I feel weariness, but not an emotional weariness really, just like a can't run the race any further, like a real pulling in energy, and just, I don't know, like a little, I kind of would want to give up feeling, and so that's kind of what I feel is permeating your reading. And I pulled your cards, and for all the other signs I haven't pulled clarifiers, I haven't pulled any, and you are the 7th video I'm doing for the month, 7th zodiac sign. And yours, I pulled clarifiers on every single card because I felt like I needed to see through the darkness. I needed to see what was going on with you. And we all know, Scorpio, that when you want to be, you are very secretive. And I feel that even in terms of reading the collective energy, you've gone so much inward that it's even hard to get a full grasp on you. So how are you showing up this month? Well, the first two cards that came up for you were the Empress and the Fool, two major arcanas. Okay, so serious, significant themes, lessons you're learning. Feels like let's call it a station on the road of life. What I felt from these energies, Scorpio, was like an incubator, is the word that came through to me. I feel like the Empress and the Fool, the Empress is creating something. She's the feminine energy. She's full of potential. The Fool is the new beginning, the journey starting. But I don't think this has happened for you guys externally. These cards are in reverse. So it's almost as though you are cooking something up internally, cooking it up inside, like trying to, I don't even know if it's conscious. I don't even know if you're really trying or using your mind. It's just that I feel these energies are circling on the inside. I also see, I pulled clarifiers. Maybe I'll show you some or not. I don't know how many of the clarifiers I'm going to show you. We're just going to see how the reading's going to go. But you've got the 5 to feet card here, and it came up on the Empress. And what I feel is that you've had to go back to the drawing board because things you were trying to do, trying to create, projects you initiated, relationships you started, things you were doing in your life just didn't work. You weren't defeated, but they just didn't work. They didn't come through in the way. So you've gone back into yourself like, this isn't working. What do I do? And it's interesting because I'm a Virgo, so I would analyze and think that through. But your energy isn't up here. It's almost like you're doing this psychically, like you're not talking it. Just inside, all of this is going on, almost on an automated spiritual level, where you're like, what can I create? What needs changing here? You've got the Fool card in reverse with the 8 Swiftness card, which is about communication. It may be that things didn't work that well, Scorpio, because you didn't communicate clearly with the people around you, because communication broke down, because maybe you didn't have all the information, but something here was preventing a new beginning, and it was like things unspoken, things unsaid. Either you also maybe not feeling confident or safe to really speak your mind, or you're just not doing it, like playing your cards close to your chest, and therefore not all the parties needed to know what they needed to in order for things to happen. So, Very strange energy I'm feeling when I'm doing your reading. I ask Spirit for context, and I see here the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're over giving. You're done with it. Like, you're like, I'm always the person doing. I'm always the person giving. I'm the person that's relied on. I am the person people come to. It's me. Like, and you're done. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in places of imbalance. I want to be given to. Or I don't, actually, I'm going to take that back. I don't think you even want to be given to. Or that's not at least what I'm feeling in this card. You're just stopping. You're like, that's cool. I'll do me. Like, and you're not announcing it. There's no, oh, I'm leaving now. It's just like, you're giving everyone silence like that. Even if you're showing up, even if you're talking to them, you're not giving them your full self. I see the Devil card on top of the Six of Pentacles saying to me here that the Devil is a 15 in numerology, and that reduces to a 6. And this is the Six of Pentacles. I was just thinking about that. This card here is saying to me that part of the reason you've been in this is this is your vice. I wanted to warn you that this month, my energy and my reading seems to be a little strict. So if you're feeling sensitive, Scorpio, know that I'm not. I'm saying this to you in love. Know that I'm not coming at you. But I can feel, the oracle speaking through me is really just quite sharp. And it's saying that the imbalances in your life, the places where you've been giving and not receiving, are to do with your own vices, your own indulgences, your own ability to relinquish power, because to receive is to be in a open and vulnerable place. To receive is to be the Empress. She is the receptive energy, and this is in reverse for you. With the Defeat card, so it's also saying that in your energy body, you're feeling like, receiving help, asking for help, just anything, not even just help, but this receiving mode to you is a kind of defeat. You would prefer to be in the giving mode, but this is burning you out, and that's why the Devil card is coming up, because it's saying it's a vice of yours. I'm pretty sure you got this card last month, but here it is again, the Ten of Swords in reverse. Didn't surprise me at all to see this for you. In reverse, it's an incomplete process. This is a death of the ego, falling apart, something coming to culmination, something being very painful. This can be an ongoing depression, Scorpio. This can just be things not working in a particular way. This can be feeling the deep sensitivities of the past and things that are hurting you. And I see the happiness card on top of it, Nine of Cups. And what it's saying to me is that you are nursing this stuff. You are nursing it, Scorpio, with work or sex or alcohol or whatever it is. It's like you are self-medicating is kind of what I want to call it. And you're self-medicating with happiness. And yet it's not a happy time. It's not. Even if you feel content in certain areas of your life, we are all right now moving through a shadow period. We're all being asked to delve deep. It is not a happy time. And so you're trying to live in an energy that isn't where you're supposed to be. And it's a form of avoidance here. Self-medicating the pain away, self-medicating the things that aren't working. I see the Hierophant here, 5 cards, so we've dropped down. We were at 6, we went up to 10, we dropped down to 5 with the Hierophant. And this is what you're actually needing, which is to work on your spirituality, which is to clarify your personal truth, which is to understand on a spiritual level why you are where you are in your life, experiencing the things that you are experiencing. It is for a reason. It is teaching and refining something in you on a soul level, and you guys cannot see it yet. Mostly because you're distracting yourself. And it's saying, look, the Sun card, it's saying how you get out of this darkness, how you get up from the Ten of Swords, where you've got all the swords in your back and you're down and you're heavy and it's hurting and you're like, the swords are in your back because you were walking away from the situation. It's come at you. You're like, what? I left this. Well, they're there because they're calling to something that's still in you. They found you because they're tuned into your energy and your vibration. So it's saying here, Scorpio, confront the lesson, find it. It's the high priest. If you can't do that by yourself, find a spiritual teacher who can help you identify and locate it. But let me tell you before you even seek someone out, before you see me or anybody else or someone in your community, I can tell you off the bat that you are self-medicating and indulging and almost manufacturing happiness for yourself. You need to start there. That needs to be dealt with so that you can be in this truth, so that you can bring the sun element into the situation, more joy, more life, more vitality. That's why your Empress and your Fool are in reverse. The sun is required for things to grow, and those energies aren't growing, they're just ruminating inside you. The Moon in reverse with the Knight of Cups. This is more distraction. The Knight of Cups have our relationships, romance, play, pleasure of the interpersonal kind. And it's saying here with the Moon that you can't even get in touch with your innate impulses, desires, with your inner compass, with what you want, who you are, what your lessons are, what you're responding to, what spiritually is turning the turbines of your emotions on the inside, because you're doing this. It's a lot of self-medication, Scorpio. Knight of Cups is like, either in this context is people, it's dating and, one night stands and just trying to get that energy out there, or it's being in a relationship with someone that is not the thing for you and you're just keeping it going, or it's being in a healthy, good relationship, but then allowing that to distract you from your soul work because it's so comfortable to you. All distractions right now, Scorpio. Every other sign is in their shadow, and you live in the shadow. This is your domain. Like, everyone's come to your house and you're not there. You're not there. You're not dealing with the shadow. You're not here. Every other sign, every other zodiac sign is being pushed into this space and you are absent. You are the person who can teach us best how to transmute this darkness, and you're not doing it. Okay. What are your soul lessons? Well, you need to be the Hermit right now for yourself and for others. The Hermit is Virgo energy. It is going inside. It is finding the inner wisdom. It is finding the inner message. The Moon card. It is finding the Moon and the Hermit are actually connected in tarot. It is finding the wisdom, the inner soul message. It is traversing the darkness, the shadow. It is going on a perilous journey and not dying. Death, rebirth. That's what your energy is about. And you're not showing up as the Hermit. That's your soul lesson. It's like you've lived in the shadow, in the darkness so long. Just in the same way that Capricorn has to deal with Saturn energy all the time. And the rest of us, when we have Saturn transits, we go, oh, it's so hard. And it's like, Capricorn's been living with that. Equally, you having Pluto and Mars as your rulers, you have had this constant destruction, war, death, rebirth, power, all this stuff, sex, blurring, merging energy, all of this going inside you. And now that the rest of us are like, oh, we've got to deal with all this energy that we're not used to, and we need Scorpios to show up and show us how. Missing. You need dominion of the self. I talked to Aries about this in their reading. This card came up for them. You need self-dominion. You need to have self-control right now. That's what you're demonstrating. You're demonstrating to all of us what happens when it's hard, when it's dark, when you can't. You don't self-medicate. You take full possession of your soul. That's what you need to show up and be doing in June. Because your next card, Seven of Wands, and the Adjustment card, which is the Libra card here. Seven of Wands says you're fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and not winning and not winning and not gaining ground. You're not losing, but you're not gaining ground. You're not moving forward here. Why? Because things are out of balance. 1 against 6. out of balance. You could balance this fight out. You could bring people on side. You could have people who are for you, who understand you, who are for the cause, who will fight with you, except that you've not been showing up as the hermit and giving the lessons that they need. You've not been showing your spiritual truth, so they don't even know. Inside you, Scorpio, you've got the Queen of Wands. You've got wisdom, intuition, passion, fire. You've got it. It's in here. It's in reverse. It's in here. The prudence card here is saying that you need to be more prudent with your spiritual energy, with your spiritual source. You're squandering it right now. You're squandering it, Scorpio. You're squandering your gift, which is to be able to live in darkness. You might think that's not a gift, but do you know what? That makes you a star. It makes you a star. The night is your domain. You have to protect the star energy, your wisdom, who you truly are. I think I said this to Aries or Libra. No, I think it was Libra. You know, Aries and Libra are very connected as opposite signs. But I think I said to Libra that they needed to look at the geometry of star energy. It's very possible, Scorpio, that you have the lesson that Libra needs. Coming after Libra in the zodiac sign, you may this month have the lessons that Libras need. But you've got to protect your spiritual self and your intuition and use it. Because you have the Magician and the Ace of Cups. Your lessons for the month, Magician and the Ace of Cups. You can have what you will. You can make what you want. You're an extremely powerful sign. You rule the domain of the water. You're an extremely powerful sign, and you can open up the taps to unconditional love. You can open up this fountain. You can access it. You can open it. You know how. You are Neo, the one here. One in this card. You are. But what the cards that I pulled on it, 2 7 cards. 7 of Swords and 7 of Discs, futility and failure. These are the 2 cards, heavy cards here. 7 is about spiritual purification, also spiritual testing. And these 2 cards have come out on these cards. So you've got the Magician and failure. This is a misfire. That's what I'm feeling. Every time you use your fire energy to create something, it's a misfire. But that's because you're not clear. You're not sure of yourself. The futility card is here, or the Ace of Cups, because you've actually given up. You've withdrawn. You've withdrawn. You've withdrawn from the fight. You've withdrawn from the creative battle. You've withdrawn from the spiritual battle. And you are literally just doing the day-to-day, you know? Okay, I'll go to work. I'll have my partner. Or I'll seek out a partner. You'll do the very mundane, but that's not your domain, okay? It's not your domain. Futility. You've decided that all this is pointless. That's why I said you're not truly showing up. You're out here, but you, on a soul level, is not out here. So what's the advice for you this month? 7 of Pentacles in reverse with the Gain card, which is another Pentacles card about success. Gain. The 7 of Pentacles here is saying that the success, the thing to build on, the establishment of what is good, what is long lasting, what nurtures and nourishes you and others is not just work. It's not just avoiding everything else. Look how single-minded this person is. All they're doing is stacking coins. Built one pentacle, put it down. Built another one, put it down. Routine, rat race. It's saying, no, this isn't it. It's dealing with the emotional convolution inside you because it's got Ace of Cups. And it's like, you are Poseidon. That's what I'm going to call you this month. You are Poseidon, Scorpio. You rule the sea right now, and you are... The sea is polluted. And we've all come to drink from it. And we need you, Scorpio. I'm sorry, like, this just happens to be the month you're needed. We need you to clarify, to clear the water. Ace of Cups, again, in another deck. Ace of Cups, we need you to clarify and give us access to the water to drink from, to revive us. We've all come, every sign, if you watch any of my other readings, every sign this month has come to have their death process. We've all come to throw our funeral, to end what is old in us, to end what is holding us back. But what we need is the wisdom you have, which is, how do you do the rebirth? Some of us don't even know how to die. We don't even know how to shed and let go. We're clinging, we're struggling, and we need Scorpio to be like, oh, I do this all the time. This is what I do. And this is how I get back up. This is how I show up again. Ace of Cups, we need you. We need that. You need to give this month. Not of your resources and your time and that effort. You need to give of you, of who you are. Hermit, give of your wisdom. The last card as advice for you, Six of Cups. We all know, Scorpio, that deep down you want connection. Deep bonding with people. You want to take them to the abyss. You do. And Six of Cups is saying that you can have that. You can have that. Only if you stop the nonsense, though. If you stop the medicating and the distraction and the overwork and the pretending you're not who you are and you don't want the things you really want and you don't know how to let go and begin again, holding on to things you don't even want, showing up in spaces and pretending you're there when you're not really there. No, if you stop that, that's how you start to find this, because you know what came up on top? The Wheel of Fortune. Things changing in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune wants to bring this energy in for you, but it's like you're running amok, you're messing about. Scorpio, I know that was kind of harsh, but like I said, the spirit in me is just like not playing with us this month. What can I say? I want you to watch this reading again, because I feel like you need to hear it more than once in order to really bring these lessons home. I also want you to know you're not the only sign I was super strict with. Loads of other signs that had my voice a little, you know, a little raised voice from me, a little firmness. Like, it's the Virgo energy too. That's what we're good for. If you really need help, Scorpio, you know I'm here. I probably won't shout at you in a personal reading. You'll get the Cancer from me, okay? You'll get the Cancer rising, water sign empathy, and the Virgo precision, okay? So if you need that help, come see me, NicoleBlack.com/services. Please do follow me on Instagram at Leona Nicole Black. Take care of yourself. Try to find your spiritual truth this June. Cut away. You know, it's Ramadan, for example. A lot of, you know, spiritual traditions are going through periods of fasting and cleansing. You need that this month, Scorpio. You need to cleanse and fast and drop the vices. Okay? I love you.